It's September 27th, 2023. It's This Week in Comics. Hello everyone and welcome to This Week in Comics, September 27th, 2023. We've got one number one to get to, a bunch of series that I've already dived into, plus we're going to wrap up 3 different series. Let's go. Alright, let's start real quickly with Dr. Afrin number 36. I'm not going to offer a review here. It's by Jung, Morales, Rosenberg, written by Alyssa Wong. I'm way into this series, so I don't want to spoil anything as it keeps going. I'll offer a review when it ends, and I hope that Doc Afrin is coming back with a volume 3. The Flash, number 1, written by Cy Spurrier with art by Mike Deodato Jr. and Trish Mulvihill. I have never read a Flash comic. Unfortunately, this is not going to be the series that makes me change my mind. Something is up with the Speed Force, and Wally is hiding it from Mr. Terrific. Gorilla Grodd and a potential new villain show up in this issue. However, I was weirdly extremely bored by this issue. The art was okay, the story was okay, maybe if you're a Flash fan, but maybe The Flash isn't for me. The Flash number 1 is a 6 out of 10. The Penguin number 2, written by Tom King with art by Rafael De La Torre and Marcelo Maiolo. In this issue, Oswald goes to recruit the help from Batman Killing Time. This is a methodical issue marked by violence and undercurrents of the Oswald Cobblepot that's yet to come. This is a comic book issue that sets out with a goal and actually accomplishes it. The Penguin number 2 is an 8 out of 10. Marvel Unleashed number 2, written by Kyle Starks with art by Jesus Hervas and Yen Nitro. D-Dog, Chewie, Redwing, and Throg all battle the demon Blackheart to try to free Lockjaw. Plus, they have a slight run-in with Kraven the Hunter as well. Good humor, plenty of action. This is actually one of the better all-ages comics out there. Marvel Unleashed number 2 is a 7.5 out of 10. Tales of the Titans number 3, written by Steve Orlando with art by Kat Lobo, Bob Quinn, and Adriana Lucas. This is a tale of Donna and saving many from Baron Bedlam. That fight with Baron Bedlam takes up most of the issue and is okay, but the important information from this tale is about Donna and her family. I wasn't a huge fan of the early art in this issue, however, I am curious to see how this storyline plays out in the main Titans. Tales of the Titans number 3 is a 6.5 out of 10. Void Rivals number 4, written by Robert Kirkman with art by Lorenzo De Felici and Matthias Lopez. So Lila and Derek's adventure continues as she betrays him and returns them both to her people. The reveal of Derek's father, a pop-in on Cybertron, another reveal about the 2 leaders of the factions has this plot humming along right now. I love the cleanness of the art. I love the direction of the story. Void Rivals number 4 is an 8.5 out of 10. Green Arrow number 4, written by Joshua Williamson with art by Sean Isaac and Romelu Fajardo Jr. In this issue, Parallax and Oliver travel through time to try to see how the Ollie family is trying to get back to him. In the future, Connor and Leanne bend the Justice Society rules in order to get their help. Good art, a fun fight, and a cool last page reveal means Green Arrow number 4 is an 8 out of 10. SpiderMan India number 4, written by Nikesh Shukla with art by Scott Hanna and Tatum Giotto. In this issue, Pav is pulled into the path of his boss and the Lizard. Pav finally realizes that he needs to be Spider-Man as others finally rise up to help him. This is a fun remix of the Spider-Man lore, although I still say that the art underutilizes dynamic movement and therefore is a little static at times. However, Spider-Man India number 4 is a 7.5 out of 10. The Avengers number 5, written by Jed McKay, art by Ivan Fiorelli and Federico Blee. The Avengers battle with the Ashen Combine continues. The real question is the Impossible City an ally? Black Panther, Sam Wilson, Carol Danvers, and Vision all get highlighted here. It's got great art, it's got great action. Avengers number 5 is a 7.5 out of 10. Unstoppable Doom Patrol number 6, written by Dennis Culver with art by Chris Burnham and Brian Reber. Flex is training the new recruits of the Doom Patrol with the Doom Patrol when General Immortus and Monsieur Mala attack. There's an appearance by Kipling, the rise of the Eternal Flame, and even a game of Capture the Flag, which all of that is done in the signature style of the Doom Patrol. Unstoppable Doom Patrol number 6 is an 8 out of 10. Spirit World number 5, written by Alyssa Wong with art by Sebastian Chang and Haney. In this issue, Xanthi, Cass, and Constantine all venture further into the Spirit World. A new demon, the Jade Court, plus a Popo and Xanthi mystery are all highlighted in this issue. The story and the art are good in this issue. They've been good all series. Plus, I'm super curious on the ending that's coming in number 6. Spirit World number 5 is a 7.5 out of 10. Batman, The Brave and the Bold #5 with the variant cover by Sharon Stone. I went with the hardcore variant because I think it's continuously funny to take a comic that has Batman in the title and not grab the cover with Batman on it. The first story, Batman, The Winning Card Part 3, written by Tom King with art by Mitch Gerads. Tom King's creepy story of an early run-in with the Joker continues along its spectacular path. Combined with the art, this story is creepy and brooding. It pulls absolutely no punches. It's my favorite so far in Batman the Brave and the Bold. The Winning Card Part 3 is a 9 out of 10. Stormwatch, Down with the Kings Part 5, written by Ed Brisson with art by Jeff Spokes. In this story, Stormwatch battle Apollo for the Sunfire Bow. His arrows give glimpses to the future and the past, and Ravager gets hit by one of those arrows, and she realizes that they are mounting an offensive to take down the Justice League. Okay art with great plot development, Down with the Kings Part 5 is a 7.5 out of 10. Harcourt, Second Life, Part 2, written by Rob Williams with art by Stefano Landini and Antonio Fabello. Amelia Harcourt's memory slowly returns as she's been resurrected and goes after Weapons Master. She's being lied to by Amanda Waller, but why? The art in this story bothers me, even though this story actually gives me Memento vibes. Harcourt Second Life Part 2 is a 6.5 out of 10. The Angel of Gotham, written by Ed Brisson with art by George Fornes. This is a sad tale of Gotham, although most stories are. It's short, it's well drawn, all the black and white versions of this have been. The Angel of Gotham is an 8 out of 10. And one of our final issues this week is Death of the Venomverse #5. One of our final issues because Death of the Venomverse is over. Death of the Venomverse, written by Cullen Bunn with art by Gerardo Sandoval, Victor Olazaba, and Jim Campbell. In this series, a superpowered Carnage is traveling through the multiverse to try to consume all the Venoms. Now, all the different Venom variants team up from across the multiverse to try to take down this Carnage. However, when he consumes them, he actually takes their new power. Guys, I'm offering you a review on this series, but this book is dumb. It's big, it's loud, a ton of action, but none of it makes sense. There are 2 backup stories throughout this. The first backup story is more of a classic Eddie story, and honestly, I didn't enjoy it at all. And the second backup story involves Kid Venom, which they are going to continue in a new comic, and I am excited to see. And #5 doesn't change anything. This is a bad ending to a bad book. I really enjoyed the Extreme Venomverse series to see all the different variants. However, when you brought them all together, it absolutely did not work. Death of the Venomverse as a series is a 5.5 out of 10. Another one of our final issues is the Avengers Annual #1. And it's one of our final issues because this ends the Contest of Chaos. The Contest of Chaos across 9 different annuals written by Stephanie Phillips, art by Alberto Foche with Alvaro Lopez and Raul Angulo. In this series, Agatha surprises Wanda and actually steals the Darkhold from inside her. She sets about transporting different heroes to battle each other in order to see who can handle the chaos magic she needs in order to make a new Darkhold. Some of the matchups include Spider-Man versus Wolverine, Iron Man versus Storm, Ghost Rider versus Human Torch, Moon Knight versus Taguchi of the Tiger Division, Spider-Gwen versus White Fox of Tiger Division, Venom versus Deadpool, and finally Cyclops versus Captain Marvel. But in the end, the Avengers race to stop Agatha at the Bermuda Triangle. They defeat Agatha, or at least they think they defeat Agatha. However, she ends up washing up on shore after they leave. And what's on shore with her? Nothing but her greatest creation ever, a little boy glowing purple named Darkhold. The Contest of Chaos ended up being a fun little series. There were some issues that were way better than other issues, and the consequences of it will remain to be seen. Obviously, there's a new Darkhold out there, and now it has a body. It's its own embodied thing, so we'll see what that means. Overall, Contest of Chaos is a 7 out of 10. And last but not least is Ultimate Invasion #4. Last but not least because Ultimate Invasion is over. Ultimate Invasion, written by Jonathan Hickman, art by Brian Hitch, Andrew Curry, and Alex Sinclair. This is the recreation of the Ultimate Universe as the maker works to recreate what is his. As he ends up using Howard Stark to create a new Immortus engine and draw Kang out. And draw Kang out he does. However, Howard has plans of his own and works with a trapped Reed Richards to right the ship. They succeed in a way, although I don't completely understand the ending, and Howard ends up leaving his young son Tony with a choice. With that choice, Tony builds the Iron Lad armor, and the Reed that kind of looks like Dr. Doom and him venture to the past, and there they find a frozen Captain America. Now, this final issue really gets into the creation of the new Ultimate Universe, and there's plenty of action, plenty of intrigue, plenty of things that are happening, not all of which I understand because I did not read the original Ultimate Universe, but this issue is easily a 7 out of 10. However, the entire series is a 5.5, maybe a 6 out of 10, and it needs to learn when it comes back with the new number 1, no more talking. Please, show us some stuff, stop telling us stuff. Overall, Ultimate Invasion, 5.5 out of 10. I did not enjoy it. I will check out the number 1, but that's kind of Alrighty guys, that's going to do it for This Week in Comics, September 27th, 2023. Remember, I'm your bumbling guide to all things comics, Dustin Dry, at TwoBirdsStoned815. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Subscribing is the easiest way to get the video each week. Last week we had a lot of good interaction. I really appreciate it. We've got 13 issues coming next week, plus we've got some more bells and whistles to kind of add to the video as we get going here. I appreciate all of your support. Let's fade it to black and hit the music.